Hey, this is John with Schubert Technologies, just doing a quick drone flyover of some of the KB Homes Talavera, Indigo, Durango, Oakshade developments here in Menifee. This is off of the 215 and McCall. So if you take the McCall east, you will run into Antelope Road, turn towards the left or north, and it doglegs into Rouse. So this is a quick drone shot of the Shadow Mountain developments such as Oakshade, Indigo, and Durango. And ignore there where it says Talavera. Talavera is not there. I'm standing at the top of the hill, which is kind of top middle. Um, Talavera is north and west of that. So, yeah, Google Maps takes you to the wrong spot. So this is a dated picture of where I'm standing at the top of the hill. So stood there at the bottom and hiked up to the top. So this is beginning heading towards the south. That is Rouse below us. The power wires you could just see went past us, are at the top of that hill. It was a bad idea. It seemed a good idea. It was a bad idea to fly from the top of that. Won't do that again. Don't fly a drone near power wires at all, even if you're well above or well below. There's enough interference that it was creating some issues with my interface. So that was a lesson learned. I sort of figured something might happen, but um, I honestly thought because it was so far physically away from me that it would not be an issue. Again, though, lesson learned. Don't do that again. Won't go anywhere near them, even though I physically wasn't anywhere near them. So you can see here that those are the Indigo homes going in there, and we're starting to pivot towards the west. Got some plots there they're still working on, obviously. A few completed right in the middle. You always have to appreciate that when you got construction all the way around you. The last place that I lived, that was a new build, they did the new construction in phases where the people who purchased the home didn't have to live next to a lot being built. So yeah, I sort of feel sorry for the people who have to deal with that. So now we're looking back towards the north, and we're pivoting obviously counterclockwise. I decided to pivot around, get the park, come back from the other direction, just to give you a couple different points of view of Indigo and Shadow Mountain developments that are around there. There's a nice park. Last time I looked, it still had a fence all the way around it, so I think they're still developing. I don't go any lower in this because, again, I'm at the top of that hill, so I'm not sure what my elevations are. So I'm flying basically at the level of the top of the hill. So I took off, got to about 20 feet, and then just went straight out. And the other lesson learned there is I really don't have a good estimate as far as heights. So I didn't want to come down just because I like to give myself a lot of clearance where I'm not going to come even close. This drone is the Mavic Air 2, which does have detection of objects, so you should stop. It should not fly into something unless you put it in sport mode, which is where you can fly up to like 34 miles per hour, which I almost never fly in sport mode. This is in normal mode, although you might think it's in cinematic because I'm going so slow, but I prefer normal. I don't like the cine mode. So now we're looking back towards the east again. We've pivoted around. I figured I'd get some of these developments here in the corner that they're working on because I didn't really feel like I had a good shot of those from the other vantage points. And yeah, this is my first time to overfly this, so I really have no plan. So this is what my flight looks like if I have no idea what I'm really trying to get, and I'm just still getting a feel for it. So you can see a bunch of construction vehicles there all along the middle. Now we're going up towards, I believe that's Rouse. So that's going to eventually connect and go around the hill, which we'll pivot to here in a moment. So this is what incorrectly shows up on Google Maps as Talavera. This is not Talavera. So there's some multi-unit homes there going on the right side, or AKA apartments. I don't know who's developing those. This is KB Homes, and on the opposite side or the other side of that hill now that's at the top of our screen, that's Talavera. So KB Homes are doing quite a few developments in this little nook of Menifee. And so now we're going to fly back towards where I'm standing very nervously currently. And kind of a cool thing happens here. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to do a little panoramic 360. And then once I'm done, there's actually birds that fly below me. That's a first, or at least I don't include hummingbirds because they're super small. You don't see them. The screen that I'm looking at when I fly these is on an iPhone 14, so it's relatively small. I can make out mostly what's going on, but not 100%. And so it was upon review, as I'm watching the video, that I noticed there's actually some large birds that fly below the drone. So we just panned across where the fire had been, the Fairview fire, which fortunately didn't come any closer. So we're about 7 miles from where that fire burned a few weeks ago. That video that I've uploaded, I'll put a little thing on, is actually my most viewed. I think I had like 2,000 views. So right about here, we see birds right there. It just flew underneath me, and I was like, wow. You know, some birds are interested in drones. Like hawks will actually go after them, and that's not a good day if they actually connect with it, because the falcon's going to win, or the hawk, or basically anything. I think even a hummingbird. So I don't know which development these homes belong to. I think this is the Indigo project still. Um, so again, here's just a little free shot. I'm at the top there. Just cleared the power wires so that if I had a loss of comms and my drone did an automatic return to home, it's not going to come and then try to come straight down through the power wires, because what return home will do is come to you and then land. So anyway, I hope that was interesting. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Make some comments. Let me know how you liked it.